Hey, hi, this is Andy Sykes with Sykes Elder Law in Pittsburgh, here to talk to you about Medicaid planning in a crisis. With crisis Medicaid planning, that's what we do when somebody's in the nursing home now or will be in the near future. The idea is we want to get you qualified for benefits as soon as possible while spending down as little as possible. So for some examples of that, if you have a spouse at home, we're going to be seeing if we can set aside income and assets for the spouse at home. Another thing is to look at whether you can give money to somebody without any kind of penalty. So for example, if you have a disabled child, or if you have somebody who's a caregiver child that provided care for you in your home, you might be able to give certain money or assets to those individuals and not have any kind of Medicaid penalty. If you have to spend down, we're going to be looking at ways where you can spend down and still benefit yourself or your heirs. For example, can you put money into an irrevocable burial reserve to pay for your funeral? So we have a whole checklist of things that we go through to try to see how can we get the best result for you and get you the most asset protection that you're entitled to. Now, sometimes people think it's too late if somebody's already in the nursing home to do any kind of planning, but usually there's a lot that can be done. In fact, there are even some benefits to having somebody in the nursing home because there's some information now that we know. We know whether you're going to be qualified medically, which is an important part of filing the application. We know what your assets are. If it's a married couple, we know which one of them is in the nursing home and which one's at home. So all these kinds of things are important bits of information that we can use if somebody's actually in a nursing home at this point. So that in a nutshell is crisis Medicaid planning, and it's usually possible, we've found, to protect more than you think. It's even better if you can do planning in advance, and we have the next video on advanced Medicaid planning.